Howdy folks, good to see you, good afternoon, welcome to the stream. Hope you are splendid, good to see you. Get your votes in on the poll that's in the chat at the moment. 4 votes, it's currently 50-50. Hope I've got the numbers right, because with Ormonroyd and Dean, I've had to kind of guess the numbers that I think they are, because they've not posted the numbers on the team list, and the numbers aren't on the website either, for the squad. So I think they're the right numbers. Any Bradford fans in here can let me know if I'm right with that. I think I am. Well, Bradford have a decent side out. Well, it looks okay. I'll do a run through the team list now. Howdy Thor, good to see you. Howdy Red Panda and Chucky. Minecraft Man, howdy. Hope you're well. So I'll do a run through now. I'll do one more before we get started. And yeah. Get your votes in. If you've got an exact score prediction, throw it in there. I've put another bet on for 50k. Come on. I'll go through that as well in a bit. I'll find this channel real quick as well. This one kind of has Sky Sports Plus written all over it. Sky Sports. Let's have a gander. I'm getting Sky Sports Plus vibes from this kind of matchup. Looks like it. Let's go to the red button. I see 40-10 Wakey. Okay, Julie. Okay. So first run through the team list. In the backs for Bradford, they have Akins, Wynn, Armitage, Blake, Ryan, Nicarima, and Atkin. The forwards are Lewis, Ackers, Ormonroyd, Russell, Fulton, and Sutton. Bench is Dean, Gardner, Skirt, and Mellor. 18th man is Hooley. In the backs for Wakefield, they have Rourke, Wormsley, Scott, Tate, Johnston, Truman, and Lawford. The forwards are McMeekin, Smoothie, Lolosio, Staunton, Vanganar, and Tavanga. The bench is Pitts, Hamanueli, Fartilli, and Smith. 18th man is Rodwell. So they've swapped, basically, Wakey have just swapped Rodwell and Lolosio and given Lawford a start this week over Smoothie at 7. Smoothing goes back to starting at 9. It is on Sky Sports Plus. 38-12 to Wakey. Okay. Alrighty. 8 votes, 75% of Wakefield to win. I believe I've got the right numbers for Ormonroyd and Dean. I did also update my fantasy team. Remember to do that. I only made 2 changes, to be fair. But I kept Miller at 13, assuming he'd start. And also assuming that Wakey would get most of the ball and that he'd get through a lot of defensive work. So, first Super League game of the week, and Mellor's on the bench. I've got no Wakey players either, so I could look to do something there. So my fantasy team is, I've finally taken Armstrong off the bench, started him at fullback. I've dropped Taylor Ray to the bench just in case he isn't actually playing against KR, and I think Armstrong would be more likely to pick up more points against Hull. Plus Armstrong might still be on the wing again, possibly, with Hodgson not actually available. I've brought in Kieran for Eckersley, because he's been scoring a ton of tries and actually converting as well. I've captained Sivo. I took out Mappa Palangi because he's questionable. Plus, Cass on a great team anyway. I brought Jusom in because Toulouse are on the up at the minute, and I like Jusom for his try scoring at the minute and meters as well. So I like Jusom. Burgess is still on the left. Halfbacks have kept Lewis and Irwin. Finally took French out after 2 weeks. Started Lewis at 6. Irwin's still in there because at least Warrington might still get a couple points. He's on kicks. Unless he gets dropped this week, we'll have to see. Front row, SASA. I've kept Walker in there because he has a lot of dummy runs, or runs from dummy half. And Vaughan as well. Actually, a couple of tries this year. McDonald and Martin have kept in the back row too. So I'm happy with the team overall. We'll have to see how it goes. Hopefully it helps us to get back up the ladder. I was in the top 10 at one point. Like one was a good player. Yeah, solid. Solid all round. Scottish international. Lachlan Wormsley. Howdy, Jack. I'm not too bad, sir. I am swell. Hope you are too. Bradford 22, Wakey 18. Interesting call there. Wakey are certainly favourites, even with Lawford in there. Certainly favourites. So I've put like a normal bet on and that 50k bet. For the normal one, I did back Wakefield minus 14. But that's gonna be tricky, that. It depends on how easy it is for Wakey to get up the field, which I assume it will be quite easy, but then how well they're going to execute. I believe that pitch is a little bit more narrow, isn't it? So it might be harder to move the ball around. But at the very least, Bradford's defence is not great. Wakey possibly will find it a bit easier to put up points than they did last week against KR. I've gone Roosters -12 against the Storm. I've gone Wigan -20 against Huddersfield. I've got that as an 18-point gap, so I could have gone the +18 for Huddersfield, but I think knowing that Marsden's actually available, Kieran can go back to centre. The back line's a bit more stable, a little bit. And they've got someone in the halves that can still do a good job anyway, at least with the run game. And Giants have missed a couple of bodies up front, so I've actually gone Wigan -20. Catalans +2 because I backed them to win. Warriors -14 against the Dragons. I think they should be comfortable there, but that might end up being a little bit closer. And Leeds -18. I've got them winning by 26, I want to say. So I've gone Leeds -18. But I missed out on Panthers versus Broncos yesterday. Or this morning, actually. At least, I got that one wrong, but I at least said in my predictions video that I think the Broncos could be competitive because of the squad they've got available. At the very least. So I was right about that. Sort of. But the 50 grand bet is Wakefield -14, Sharks -8, Roosters -12, Catalans +2, Wigan -20, Rabbitohs basically to win because it was basically evens there. So Rabbitohs to win. Warriors -14, Bulldogs -6, Hull KR -8, Hull FC +10, York +14, Manly -4, and Leeds -18. So we'll see how that goes. So basically backing everything that I've predicted, really. We'll see. We will see. What was the Broncos score? It was 16-14 to Brisbane, I believe. Let me just double check that. 14-12. First try from Jordan Ricky, equaliser from Brian Toto, kick from Cleary. 8 minutes later, try from Staggs, both missed conversions. Try from Toto later on, converted by penalty later on from Cleary. So it's 12-8 for the Panthers at half time, and then a 69th minute try from Karapani, converted by Walsh. Interesting. So yeah, at the very least, I was partly right, knowing that the Broncos could compete. Well, the Panthers have stepped up massively. They've lost 3 in their last 5 games, I think. They were dominating early on, but they've lost 3 in the last 5, something like that. So it's not looking good recently. It's not looking good, bruv. Fortunately, I've kind of moved on from yesterday pretty quickly. I haven't really thought about it much today, I'll be honest with you. Actually, I don't think I've thought about it at all, the game yesterday, aside from just now. Because I'm seeing, like, past streams on my screen at the minute. So I barely thought about it. Where do you see Wakey finishing in the table this year? Right now, as everything sits currently, third, as everything sits right now. Pretty healthy squad. Wigan, I think, will keep second because I think even with some key guys missing, I think they're good enough to still beat most teams, pick up enough wins to hold on to top 2. I don't see Leeds losing first place. I think KR's probably locked in for 4th. Lee probably 5th best at the minute. And then it's kind of between Warrington and Saints for 6th place right now. Which I think is just leaning towards Warrington at the minute, but is questionable for both. Then I'll take that. That would give you, based on the list I've just given you, that would give you a home playoff game against Warrington or Saints. Which right now, I think you'd actually be better suited against Warrington than Saints. But when I looked at the remaining fixtures, of the 9 that we initially had last week, I think there's 6 of them that Warrington could still win, even with a depleted squad, poor performances, given the opponents left. I think Warrington could still win 6 out of the 9. So I think Warrington will be okay for playoffs, but it's just depends where. I don't think it's going to be top 2 at this point. We need to get players in quick. We need a major turnaround ASAP, Rocky. Saints are one of our bogey sides? Yeah. It's the packs as well. It's like, when do they get all their bodies back in? Because if they've at least got a forward pack to compete with you, then it evens it up a little bit. But with Warrington, I think you could steamroll through the middle. Unless Warrington's looking a little bit more healthy. KineticRL is hopefully back in at the very least. Hopefully. So just to quickly let you guys know what other streams I'm doing this weekend, and I'll do the final run through the team list soon. Okay, tomorrow I am doing Saints vs Catalans at 7:45 PM. Saturday morning I'm doing Bulldogs vs Tigers at 10:20, and then Toulouse vs York at 7:45 PM. I'm at home, or at the Warrington game at home against KR. So I'll probably miss the whole league game as well just after. It's kind of, timing's a bit close there. So I'll have time to do Toulouse versus York. And then Sunday I'm doing Cass versus Leeds. I might do the World Cup final. If I can be bothered. If I can be bothered, I'll do that. Logan, were you doing cartwheels in the warm-up, lad? Logan Lewis is now unable to play. He is unable to play. Okay, so Logan Lewis is no longer in the team because he hurt himself in the warm-up. What are you doing, Logan? What are you doing? I can't remember who they said is starting. If anyone was listening, could someone let me know who they said was starting? Could I wake you in tonight? First try Walmsley. Okay. Kieran says Bradford 24, Wakey 24. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Massive percentage tomorrow. Indeed, that's a big game. Come on, you Bulls. We cannot see it happening. We will see. Turnout looks disappointing. Wakey's only down a 6.550. 6.50. A 650, whatever one. But yeah, if anyone heard that, let me know. If not, then I'll find out. Never heard of Lawford. Any ideas? He played the last quarter, roughly, of the game against KR last week. Was fine. I think he was kicking against the wind for most of it. Had his hands on the ball a little bit. Couldn't really give you much more information than that, if I'm honest with you. Right. Teams are out. So final run through. In the backs for Bradford, they have Akins, Wynn, Armitage, Blake, Ryan, Nickerim, and Atkin. The forwards are Lewis was initially in, but is now injured, so I'll have to see who is actually starting. But Lewis, Ackers, Ormonroyd, Russell, Fulton, and Sutton. The bench is Dean, Gardner, Skirt, and Mellor. 18th man is Hooley. I think he's now on the bench. In the backs for Wakefield, they have Rourke, Walmsley, Scott, Tate, Johnston, Truman, and Lawford. Getting his first start in Super League. The forwards are McMeekin, Smoothie, Lolosio, Staunton, Vanganart, and Savanga. The bench is Pitts, Hamanueli, Fartilli, and Smith. 18th man is Rodwell. Ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. Wakefield will kick to Bradford towards the back left corner. Nearly out on the full. It's a knock-on from Bradford already. 5 metres out from the try line. Get in. What a start. Send this poll, 16 votes, 81% have Wakefield to win. You love to see it, don't you? Just love to see it. So, 10 metres out, Wakey in possession. It's going to be Lolosio with the first carry. Make that 5 metres out. Now 4 out in front of the right post. The hair is right. Oh, God. Shifting it left, McMeekin, Truman. Chance for early points here. Staunton nearly crashes over a metre short of the try line. 45 seconds gone, and a 6 again for Wakey. Back towards centre field with Truman, goes at the line, takes a carry, bumps off 1, and it's going to be stopped 11 metres out between the sticks. Smoothie at dummy half. Goes left to Vanga, straightens up with a carry, 1 minute gone. Wakefield are about 3 or 4 metres out just left of the post. Smoothie at dummy half. Smoothie goes right to McMeekin, tries to crash over, he's extremely close, he's inches away from the try line. 1 minute 10 gone, plays for Smoothie. Goes left to Truman, ball across. That's a great cut-out ball, good hands in the corner. Has to step back inside, and that's a very early try. 1 minute, 18 seconds in. Johnston with the first try of the game. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. That is not good, mate. Not good. So, before the game even started, Logan Lewis was injured. And first touch of the game was a knock-on. And then they score after 1 minute 18 seconds. Well, let's get this updated then. So this will be 4-0 with the kick to come from the touchline. Johnston with the try. And Lewis is already off, so we'll change that. Try is confirmed. All right, then. Unfortunately, Minecraft, I don't recall that episode. I mean, I don't know Simpsons like that. I do have Disney Plus. I've been tempted to go back to the start and watch it. Same with like Family Guy and American Dad, if that's on there. I've been tempted to. Maybe Futurama as well, but I don't know Simpsons like that. I just know they got more Super League predictions correct than me, most likely. Rourke, conversion of the touchline is... It's no good. Indeed, though it was a good start. Knock on from Bradford, Nicarima. They get a fresh set inside the 10, Wakey. They get a 6 again as well. Spread the ball around. Great cutout ball from, I think it was Truman to Tate over on the left-hand side. Quick hands to Johnston. Steps in, straightens up, bang. Yes, Sam, it was Rourke. It was on the conversion, but that was no good. And we are back underway. Smoothie underneath it, takes this one cleanly. Lolosio with the first carry, taking it just over the 10. And a reminder that this is not 100 metres, this pitch, so the distance between the 30 and 40 is not 10, but I'll still refer to them as the 30 and the 40. 3.5 minutes gone, just over the 10. Smoothie hands the ball off to Tavanga through centre field, up towards a 20. Can Bradford at least restrict metres here? That would be a good way to answer back, to restrict metres. Smoothie goes left to Truman, then to Staunton. He's looked good this year, actually. Last year as well. But he's been solid for Wakey. Good carry up towards a 40. And a penalty for Wakefield. Nicarima taking too long to get off him. 4 minutes gone. That was on the 4th tackle as well. So they were doing well to keep him somewhat well contained. But Wakefield can now get inside Bradford territory very easily. Brand new set on the 40, which is about 35 metres out from the try line. That's going to be Tate with the first carry down the left edge. He's 25 metres out. 4.5 gone. Smoothie back towards the middle to Tavanga. Across to Lawford. Drops the ball off to Vanganar. And he stopped just shy of the 20. In centre field. 4.5 minutes gone. Smoothie. Tavanga left to Truman. Drops it off to Staunton. Straightens up with the carry. Stopped just shy of the 10. In centre field. Smoothie left to Tavanga. Across to Lolosio. Stopped 2 metres out, 2 tackles to go. Plays it for Smoothie. Right to Truman between the sticks, kicks the ball through. Chase from Vanganar, might be too much on it. Gets the bounce, collected by Ryan, but puts a foot over the dead ball line. And that's going to be a goal line dropout. Could be worth going short on this one. Get the ball back. I'm going to say 40-20. Have you changed your prediction again? Yes, you have. 5 minutes, 16 gone. Clock is currently stopped. And the dropout from Bradford is going to be... We're just waiting. Let's move that out of the way. And it's going to be a long dropout. This will be collected on the halfway line. Nearly in touch as well. And the return from Tate brings them up towards the 40. 5.5 minutes gone. Smoothie over the left-hand side at dummy half. Back towards the middle to Lolosio. Straightens up over the 30. Now 25 metres out. Smoothie goes right to Tavanga. Drops it off to McMeekin. 15 out between the sticks. And he's tipped. That's a penalty for Wakey. Any need, Bradford. At all. There's a few Bradford fans on TikTok not happy that I predicted them to lose again. Oh well. Wakey tap and go. Good lads. Great offload from Tavanga. Lolosio straightens up. He's inches away from the try line in front of the left post. This could be a long day for Bradford here. Smoothie goes right to Lawford, straightens up, couple steps, and he's going to be stopped a metre short the try line, right to the post. Good effort, he's having to go at the line, I like it. Short side, and an interception. Atkin, he's sprinting, he's going, he's caught up by Truman though. Tackled on halfway. Fair play Bradford, chance to break it. Back towards middle with Akins, launches that sucker across. Bit of space down the right. Armitage, inside Wakey territory, up towards the 20. Bradford now inside the red zone. Look at him go. Way to turn things around. 6 minutes 50 gone. Win with a scoot. 6 again as well. Over the 10. Stop 4 metres out. Awkward tackle there. Over on the right edge of the park. 7 minutes gone. Great chance for Bradford here. Got to imagine they take the lead after all that. 7 minutes gone. Inside the field with Mellor. Now it's Sutton. Cuts towards the right edge. Shot from Staunton there. Stopped on the 10. Still over on the right-hand side. Ackers back towards Milton Nikarima. Ball across to Mellor. Flat ball to Fulton. Stopped 4 out left of the post. 7 minutes 20 gone. Ackers. Right to Mellor between the sticks. Across to Nikarima. Flat ball across to Russell. Stopped about 3 metres out right at the post. 7.5 minutes gone. 2 tackles to go for Bradford. Their attack's been a bit off, so we'll see if they can open up Wakey. They are a good side in defence, Wakefield, so we'll see what they can do. Mellor caught in a dead end again. Oh my God. He's going to be stopped a metre short the line. Plays it for Ackers. Last tackle out the back to Atkin. Across to Blake. Not much he can do with this. Tries to kick through. And knocks on 5 metres out. Why do plays break down with Mellor so much? I don't get it. 8 minutes gone. Nice idea from Wakey before. The flat ball to Vanganar, but well read by Atkin. To pounce on it. So Wakefield in possession, just over their own 10. Smoothie, now with Scott. Straightens up and over the 20. Through centre field, and another penalty for Wakefield. Let's have a gander. Oh, I've seen much worse. Jesus Christ. Miller's having a word here. Okay, well, Marcus Griffiths is having none of it. Absolutely none of it. So kick to touch from Wakey. They'll start a brand new set on the halfway line. 8.5 minutes gone. Tap from Scott, hands it off to Vanganar. Evening, Joe Goodsey. Still can't believe Tuchel did that last night, mate. What a crap way to go. Yeah, I'm trying to move on from it. Trying to move on. Miller's not a loose forward. I'm aware, but they started him there. They gave him the 13 shirt, and you'd think at the very least... I remember in my interview with Kurt Haggerty, he talked about that pivot at 13, so he must have had an idea, had a plan. Could be something I could ask him if I interview him again. Anyway, on the 10, Wakey shifted left now with Staunton. He's 3 metres out. 9 minutes gone over on the left edge. 2 tackles to go. Smoothie. Back towards the middle. Truman. Ball out the back. Lawford under pressure. Shrugs off Blake. Looks for an offer. Gets one to Vanganar. Well done, Lawford. Vanganar nearly at the line. He's inches away. Might have been held up there, actually. Vanganar is held up, I think. No, don't tell me he's got that down. Don't tell me. No try given on field. There's a chance of a loose carry here, but I don't know. We'll have to check a bunch of different things here. Is he held up? Is it grounded? Is it a loose carry? We're just having a quick gander. Chris Kendall is video referee. Oh, that might be a try. That might be a try for Wakey. The ball is grounded. That's a try for Wakey. Oh my God. Are you going to say loose carry? Hang on a minute. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely bullshit call, mate. Up towards a 30. Oh my god. Oh my god. 9.5 minutes gone. That should be 8-0 for Wakey right now. That is ridiculous. Up towards a halfway line. Bradford in possession. The ball was clearly grounded, but no try was given on field. Penalty for Bradford. No try was given on field. So they couldn't see Vanganaal's hand on the ball as the ball touched the ground. So because they had limited evidence that he's got a grip on the ball. I am extremely confident that he had a proper grip on that ball. You just couldn't see his hand specifically on it, and the ball was grounded. So, penalty for Bradford. They're inside the red zone. In centre field with Atkin. Goes at the line, over the 10. Good chance for Bradford here to equalise. Maybe take the lead. Back towards the middle with Mellor. And then a switch back to Skirt. I've really been impressed with Skirt. I think he's been a very solid ball carrier this year. 10.5 minutes gone. Akers goes right to Mellor. Cross to Nikarima. Flat ball to Russell. 4 metres out right at the post. 2 tackles left. And a 6 again for Bradford. Akers back towards Milton Nikarima. Goes at the line. Flat ball to Sutton. Stop between the posts. 5 metres out. Plays it for Akers. Left to Atkin. Ball at the back. Not much room to work with. But Akins slips through. Finds the line. Puts the ball down. Griffiths wants to check. No try given on field. I think he said obstruction that he wants to check then. I think he said obstruction. I think. We'll have a gander. But that could be an equaliser. Shouldn't be, because Wakey should have had a try, but fair enough. Let's have a gander. So I need to look at Fulton's lead run there. Okay, makes contact with Lawford. Okay, this will be overturned. All right, 11 minutes gone. That'll be no try. It's going fine, Julie. Thanks for asking. Yourself? Right, so that'll be penalty for Wakefield. Five metres out. Smoothie will kick to touch. And Wakey will start a fresh set on their own 20. There's a lot of people in here. Howdy, folks. Good to see you. Welcome. It's going to be Tate. Scott with the first carry. Jesus. Well done, me. Through centre field. Smoothie at W half. Now it's Savanga. Up towards a 30. Push back a few metres. Good defence from Bradford. Slammed into the ground. 11 minutes 20 gone. Now with Lolosio. Shifting it left. Tate across to Johnston. Good room to run up towards a halfway line. In Bradford territory. Offloads the ball to Tate. Stopped 25 metres out near the left touch line. 11.5 minutes gone. Back towards the middle. Truman. Now at Meakin. Shifting it right. Lawford. Ball over the top. Floats forward a little bit. And forward will be called. Good effort from Lawford. Good effort. Nice idea. But yeah, it's called forward. $12 minutes gone. Scrum for Bradford on their own 20 in centre field. Seen worse for... Yeah, I feel like it kind of left his hands laterally. Floated forward a little bit from momentum, but I think it's maybe just with how forward it went. It's probably fair enough. It didn't look like it left his hands forward. It looked more like it floated afterwards. 12.5 gone. Win with the carry. 25 out from his own line. Blake with the next one up towards a 30. Akers goes right to Sutton through centre field. Few metres shy of halfway. 2 tackles left for Bradford as well. In centre field with Mellor, over halfway. And just right at centre field. That could be a 6 again. I think they should have got a 6 again there, but it's not given. Good chase from Ryan, and nearly tackles Walmsley in the air. It was close, good timing. But well taken from Lachlan Walmsley. Next carry from Scott. Stopped just shy of his own 20, 13-15 gone. What do you think of the squad? Squad is going to be for Warrington on Saturday, decimated with injuries at the moment. And penalty for Wakey. I don't know. Taylor Ray, Habuate, Smith, King, Ashton, Irwin, Hayes, Byrne, Walker, Harrison. I think Holroyd might start. Tanganoa, Curry, and then whatever bench. First try was Johnston. 14 minutes gone. Wakey are just less than 20 metres out. Smoothie, 15 out, goes left to Truman. Straightening up with a carry now is Lola Co. Stopped on the 10. And he's going to play this 5 metres out. And it's another penalty. That's like 5 or 6 penalties already in the first quarter. Akers is not happy. Bradford's not happy in general. Truman, right to Lawford, hands it off to Vangenart. Takes it over the 10. He's about 6 metres out right at the post. Great chance to extend the lead here for Wakefield. Smoothie in centre field with Lawford. Across to McMeekin. Gets an offload. Now with Truman. Back over the 10. Taken to ground on the 10. Over 7 handicap each half, probably. Smoothie goes right to Tavanga. Straightens up. And he's going to be stopped a metre short of the try line, just right at the sticks. 15 minutes gone. Smoothie launches it left to Truman. Switches back to Staunton. Bumps off one. Wrapped up 3 or 4 metres out. Maybe 5. 2 tackles to go for Wakefield, just left to the sticks. Smoothie. Right to Truman. Flat ball to Tavanga. Was trying to switch back there, but was wrapped up. 5 metres out, last tackle. It's right to Truman. Ball across to Vangenard. They're just going to turn the ball over a metre or 2 in front of the try line. Not a bad place to turn the ball over. That's okay from Wakey. That's okay. They didn't force anything. They just turned the ball over in good position. Good field position and could just keep Bradford pinned back here. But they've got to be disciplined now. Blake eventually gets to play it again. And first carry from Ethan Ryan, who takes it just over the 10. Again, I've said this multiple times during Bradford streams. Ethan Ryan's yardage carries is a couple metres there, and it's difficult to break out from that kind of position. Ball comes loose from Connor Wynn. Whose ball is it? Is it a Bradford knock-on? They could challenge it. Anyway, as I was saying, the yardage carries from Ethan Ryan has been really good this year. Really good. What Amor said, remarkably, only 4-0. With the amount of errors and penalties Bradford's given away, the amount of possession Wakey have had, they've got to, pick up these points. So scrum for Wakefield, just over 10 metres out in centre field. It's right to Scott, straightens up with a carry, and he's going to be stopped 8 metres out right at the post. 16 minutes 45 gone. Now with McMeekin, straightens up, and he'll be stopped 2 metres out, still right at the post. Second tackle. Smoothie goes left, now with Tavanga, then to Truman. Ball out the back, slightly wayward. Nearly in touch, collected by Rourke. And he's stopped near the left touch line, 20 metres out. Lost a bit of ground there. Live stream tomorrow, yes. Catalans versus Saints. Or Saints versus Catalans, to say it the right way around. 17 minutes 15 gone. Tavanga through centre field. Fakes a switchback. Bumps off one defender. And takes it just over the 10, but he's then pushed back a metre or so. It's going to be the last tackle for Wakefield. Right to Truman. Chips a ball towards the back right corner. Walmsley goes up. And Throws the ball back inside, comes off Blake. Might have played at it. Or was he out first? Let's have a look. Is that not a Wakefield ball? Is that not technically played at by Blake? I'm not sure about that call, I'll be honest with you. 18 minutes gone, Bradford in possession. Ryan with the latest carry, just over the 20. Left to centre field. Plays it for Atkin. And it's going to be Fulton with the next carry over the 30 up towards the 40. Again, it's like 4 metres apart, the 30 and 40, but anyway, you know what I mean. Over halfway, Bradford in possession. 2 tackles to go. Good territory at the minute. Ackers looks left, but goes right. Nikarima. Flat ball on his outside to Russell. Over the 30, now 25 out, last tackle coming up. Yes, Julie, I am. 18.5 minutes gone, last tackle. Now with Atkin, aims a kick towards the back left corner. Blake is chasing. Wormsley takes it cleanly. And he's stopped about 6 out from his own line. Supporting Bulls and support wire. Really would help if Wakey win here. Oh, it would not help. Sorry, I didn't see that. Would not help. I get you. Next carry from Johnston through centre field up towards the 20. 19 minutes gone. Nearly done with the first quarter. McMeekin with the next one. Strong run up towards the 30. Quick play the ball for Smoothie. Right to Vangenaar. Over the 40 and just shy of halfway. Last tackle for Wakefield. Smoothie out the back to Truman. Aims a kick towards the back left. Slightly awkward kick. Could have landed towards the corner, but it's only 15 out for win. Hands it off to Akins in centre field. A little bit of a shimmy, and he's stopped just shy of the 20. Oh, you're at the game, Jack. Fair enough. Fair dues. The crowd doesn't seem too happy. 19.5 minutes gone. Win with a strong carry up towards the 30. Been very impressed with Connor Wynn this year when I've seen him. Nikarima scoots from dummy half over the 40. Could be a high shot there from McMeekin, but it's not given. 3 tackles to go. Mellor. Right to Akins. Straightens up. Stopped on Wakefield's 40. 2 tackles left. Ackers. Short side right to Nikarima. Space behind the ruck. Stopped on the 20. Folks, that is a quarter of the game done. Last tackle for Bradford. Atkin in centre field. Aims a kick towards the back left again. Ethan Ryan is chasing. Wormsley underneath it. They both go up. Ryan takes it off him. Says, nah, mate, this one's mine. Sucker. And Bradford equalise. How on earth, with the amount of penalties that have been given, the errors, the territory that Wakefield's had inside the red zone, only a couple moments down this end for Bradford, and they equalise, and they might take the lead. Crazy stuff. How have they done this then? How have they swindled an equaliser? There've probably been a couple 6-agains that they might have, or maybe should have been given in this game as well, Bradford. Fair dues. Fair dues. Ethan Ryan has equalised for Bradford. Snatches the ball away. Ryan's been a player that I've been tempted to put in my fancy team this year, but if Bradford have a more stable lineup next year, then I think Ryan could get a decent number of points. That left edge could be pretty good for Bradford. But there we go. 4-all. Try from Johnston and Ryan. What was my exact score? What did I say? 26-12, I think, was my exact score. 21.5 minutes gone. Yes, Jack, I am. Stolen his pocket. What a bloke. Chris Atkin to add the extras. And the kick is off the post and no good. It remains 4-all. Hey. Okay, then. Oh, there's a bunch of people that I'm going to be reaching out to for interviews, by the way, that I can get in contact with. So hopefully I can bring you some interviews and maybe set some up for the off-season. I'm going to try and bring you a lot more next year as well. I've done one with, obviously, Leroy Cudjoe. That's an article on the website. But then I've done one with Jack Walker and Kurt Haggerty, which are on the channel. Kurt Haggerty was in December. If you want to go find it, if you're a Bradford fan. But yeah, hopefully can do a lot more with a variety of people. So there's people I've got contact info for that I can get in touch with. So hopefully I can bring you some stuff soon. Anyway, Bradford in possession, 22.5 minutes gone. 3 tackles left in this set. So now with Blake up towards a 30 through centre field. Good carry over the 40. Next carry through the middle from Mella. Spins. Fartilli is on the park, so is Hamanueli. Bigger bodies on now for Wakey. Maybe could be a bit more dominant through the middle. We'll see. And a ball that's a lot of height on this one from Atkin. Rourke goes up. Oh, that is awkward. Oh, dear. Penalty for Wakey. I don't think Ethan Ryan attempted to make a tackle, or I think initially did, but backed out very quickly. But Rourke has then just fallen over him, and that's an awkward landing. That is horrible. You happy Corey's been... Oh. Mate, I'm on a diet here. I'm on a diet. I'd love to order a curry or a Chinese. I'd love to. I've got a holiday in 4 weeks' time. Oh, I've officially lost 3 stone. I started January 12th. I've officially lost 3 stone. And a bit more as well, actually. 3 stone and 2 pounds as of this morning. So, I'm grooving. I'm grooving. Hoping to lose maybe another stone before the holiday. We'll see. But, literally, my only meal today was, scrambled eggs and a lamb steak. That was it. Trying to be a bit cleaner with what I eat this week, particularly. Oh, okay.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless git, Campbell. You dickhead.
Right, that is also going to be a yellow card for the try scorer, Ethan Ryan. Right. Wakey with the extra man for the next 10 minutes then. Everything's been going against Bradford at the minute. Yes, Julie, I did. I streamed it last night. 23 minutes gone. Fartilli with a great carry through centre field. Good going that, Rob. Trying to shift a bit. Eating tuna and scrambled eggs. Fair dues. Fair dues. That's good stuff. Well done, lad. Love it. Thank you very much, Kieran. Greatly appreciated. Mamikin. Inside the red zone now, Fartilli. And a forward pass to Fartilli. 9.5 to go on the sin bin. 23.5 gone in this game. I've seen worse, but at least that's correct and it was called. There are a couple times I want to try and do a bit of fasting as well. And give that a go. We'll see. Kieran has spoken. He says not forward. Okay. 24 minutes gone. Scrum for Bradford. Akins drops the ball off to Dan Russell. Warrington Wolves legend Dan Russell. 24 minutes 15 gone. 8 minutes 40 to go in the sin bin. Next carry from Armitage up towards a 30. Stopped just shy of it. Eventually plays it for Ackers. Back towards the middle with Mella. Now with Sutton. Takes it just over the 30. 24.5 gone. Ackers left to Mella. Across to Atkin. Now Akins. Not much room to work with. Stopped by Scott on halfway. 2 tackles to go. 8 minutes 15 on the sin bin. Fulton now with Atkin. And then with Ormonroyd. Carries it through centre field. Inside Wakey territory. Last tackle. Atkin. Drills the ball low. And he will find touch. That's fair enough. Runs the clock down a bit as well. 25 minutes gone. 8 minutes to go on the sin bin. That is smart stuff there from Chris Atkin. Fartilli plays it for Truman. He goes left to Johnston. Carries it over the 20. Now 25 out from his own line. Here's carry from Tate. Up towards a 40. Smoothie. Now Walmsley over halfway. 25.5 gone. 7.5 to go in the sin bin. 3 tackles left for Wakefield. Only 45 metres out. Smoothie left to Hamanueli. Stopped on the 20. That's a great carry. 2 tackles to go. Wake inside the red zone again. Haven't been able to put up many points though. Cut out ball. Now with Johnston. Has to cut back inside. Slammed into the ground, nearly tipped though, nearly. 15 out, last tackle for Wakey. Smoothie back towards the middle to Truman, aims a kick towards the right of the post. This will come down 6 metres out, Wormsley offloads the ball now with Scott, kicks through, tries to chase, pounced on by Blake. Bradford defuse another situation. See, with the amount of territory that Wakey's had down here, they probably should have put more points on the board here. Armitage with the next carry. And he's going to be taken to ground 15 out from his own line. 26.5 gone, 6.5 to go on the sin bin. Next carry from Fulton, 25 metres up the field. What do you think of the score last night? I think it was just the game overall was disappointing. Just really disappointing. Could have won that game easily. We just didn't sit back after scoring. I know Argentina had most of the possession, but distribution kept giving the ball away again easily. Could have held on to it for a bit. Rourke with a carry down the left edge. 25 out from his own line. 27 gone and 60 go on the sin bin. Short side left to Johnston. Space behind the ruck. Good meters just shy of the 30. 3 tackles to go. Smoothie. Left to Tate. Carries it up towards Bradford's 40. 2 tackles to go. Smoothie in centre field with Pitts. Straightens up. Stopped 25 metres out. Right to Lawford, aims a kick towards the back right. Akins underneath it, goes up, takes it cleanly, and is taken to ground by Scott. 5 out from his own line. Long way for Bradford to go. They can't drop the ball here, and Wakey need to be disciplined in defence. Offload from Blake, not backwards, collected by Akins. Carries it over the 10, bumps off Lawford, and he's now 15 metres up the field. Centre field with Mellor, then hands it off to Wynn. And takes it over the 20. 28 gone and 5 to go on the sin bin. 3 tackles left. It's right to Armitage. Up towards a 30. And nearly up towards a 40. Again, it's like 4 metres apart, the 30 and 40. Kick towards the back left. Good distance. Might go dead. Possibly. And it will. Good effort. Not a bad kick. It's good effort. 28.5 gone. 4.5 to go on the sin bin. 20-metre tap, 7 tackle set, and everyone's offside from Bradford. Our first carry from Johnston, already up towards the 30, pumping his legs. Game last night was a good lesson on top shithousery by Argentina. Yep. Little bit. Where's Mikey Lewis when you need him, honestly? Where's Jake Connor? Next carry down the left edge from Staunton, now inside Bradford's half again. Hamanueli, over the 30. Now 25 metres out, a little bit less. 29 minutes gone, 4 on the sin bin. Truman, through centre field, takes a carry himself. He's going to be stopped about 15 out between the sticks. 2 tackles to go. Smoothie, left to Pitts, straightens up, and he'll be stopped 4 metres out, just left of the post. Last tackle for Wakefield. Smoothie, short side left now with Lawford, kicks the ball through. Well placed, awkward stuff, pounced on. I don't know if Tate got to that. He's confident, but I don't know if he grounded it. It is given. Wakefield get the try. I don't know. I wasn't sure. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't sure. We'll have a gander. It could be a try for Tate, though. We will see. Well, let's have a look. We shall see. Well-placed kick from Lawford. Some good stuff from the young man. Lawford. That could be a try for Tate. 6th of the year, fair enough. So, left to Lawford. Everyone's on side, that's all good. So, Staunton and Armitage, they kind of collide with each other there. Oh, I don't know. I think that's his forearm that's grounded that. Maybe they give a penalty for that, I don't know. I think that's going to be no try. I don't think that's grounded properly. It is confirmed. There's good enough grounding. No, it's not confirmed. Okay, stop giving us false info, lads. Formal review coming up. Okay. He grounds it with his forearm. Yeah, I think I'm just about okay with that. It is strike confirmed. 8-4. I'm just okay with that. Bit awkward. I think once it touches his forearm, there's no other separation. I think he grounds it. So I think that's just about okay. Rourke to add the extras. And the kick near the touchline from Rourke is good. That's going to be 10-6. 10-4, sorry. 10-4 for Wakefield. I can't read, apparently. I can't read. Okay, then. First try from Johnston, second from Ryan. He got a sin bin after that as well, and then a try from Tate. There is 1 minute 45 left on the sin bin. Leeds will struggle next season. I disagree. I don't think they'll struggle. They may do worse, but that could still be playoffs, maybe a trophy, or compete for trophies. I don't think they'll struggle. Still got a big pack. They'll still have a good spine as well. Obviously different with Croft not being there, but we'll see what they go with. I think they'll be okay. Second tackle, Wakefield over the 20. In centre field with Pitts. Bobbles it. Takes it in. 25 out from his own line. 32 minutes gone. 8 to go in the first half. 1 minute left on the sin bin. Manueli's short's been pulled at. Left to Fartelli. Straightens up with the carry. Takes it over halfway. Last one coming up for Wakefield. 45 metres out. And 45 seconds left on the sin bin. Short side left to Truman. Aims a kick towards the back left corner. Good chase by Rourke. Aikins takes it cleanly, and he'll be stopped about 8 to 9 out from his own line. Long way for Bradford to go, and a bunch of players need to get back on side too. Armitage with the carry over the 10, and some extra metres as well. Good carry. Good carry. 32 and a half gone, 20 seconds left on the sin bin. Win with the carry over the 20. Taken to ground. In centre field, Ackers at dummy half. Now with Blake. And up towards the 30. Then just shy of the 40. Actually takes it over the 40. And Ethan Ryan's about to come back on. So let's get rid of this. In centre field with Mellor. A few metres shy of the halfway line. Last tackle coming up for Bradford. And a kick towards the back left corner. Coming down 25 out. Taken cleanly by Wormsley. Need to place the ball better into the corners. I don't know if it's windy over there. What needs to place it towards the corners. Switch back to Scott. Good carry. Over halfway. Inside Bradford's half again. Back towards the middle. Truman. Johnston. Up towards the 30. Dragging multiple defenders. He's going to be about 25 metres out. That's an easy metres there. Right to Pitts. Flat ball to Manueli. Inside the red zone. As the ball come loose, it's a lost ball from Wakey. Bradford will get possession. They will challenge. Wakefield will challenge. Okay, let's see what the call is then. I didn't really notice the ball come out. The one last week, yes, Joe, I saw it. Okay, let's have a look. Okay. Atkin has a hand on Hamueli's arm and another hand on the ball. So I think this might end up being a penalty for Wakefield. Well, I think Wakefield's going to win it anyway. It's just was the 2 in the tackle. Challenge is successful. Wakefield retain a challenge, and it will be... Hang on a minute. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So what Wakefield specifically challenged was a knock-on. It wasn't a knock-on, therefore the challenge was successful, but because it was a one-on-one strip, and it was clean, therefore it's just Bradford's ball. So, all good. 34 minutes gone, 6 to go in the first half, back to 13 on 13 as well. The world has healed. Bradford in possession, just shy of the 30. Ackers now with Sutton, over the 40, through centre field. Ackers up towards halfway, flat ball to Russell. Inside Wakey's half, last tackle coming up, 34.5 minutes gone. Ackers out the back to Atkin on halfway, aims a kick towards the back left once again. Loads of time for Walmsley, takes it 5 out from his own line. And returns over the 10. Nearly tipped then. Nearly. Just over the 10. Think Saints will win tomorrow? I think Catalans will. But I don't really trust either team, if I'm honest with you. Next carry over the 20 down the left edge from Johnston. Scoop from Rourke. Makes a couple metres. And up towards a 30. Next carry is from Staunton down the left edge. Just shy of halfway. 5 minutes to go in the first half. 2 tackles left, back towards Milton Pitts on halfway, across to Lawford, corner dead end, cuts back towards the middle, and he's going to be wrapped up on the halfway line. Last tackle for Wakefield. Left to Truman, kicks towards the back left corner. This will be collected, inch in front of the try line, maybe could have put a foot on the in goal then. Aiken, switches back to Ryan. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Now with Blake from his 10, carries it up towards a 20. Good metres. Good metres. Through the middle with Akins, up towards a 30. 3 tackles to go. Ackers at dummy half. Looks left, but goes... Oh, sorry, looks right, but goes left. I don't know my lesson right. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Played by Fulton. Scooped up by Ackers, right to Mellor. Bit of a kerfuffle there. Sutton collides with a Wakefield defender. Staunton's down at the minute. Kick on the last from Bradford. Rourke underneath it. On the 10. Takes it cleanly. Cuts towards the left-hand side. Shrugs off one defender. Still going, but eventually stopped on the 10 by Armitage. Good tackle. 3.5 to go. We've got a Bradford player down here. It's Dan Russell. Next carry. Wakefield just 13 out from their own line, and the clock's been stopped. Russell's getting a bit of treatment here. Possible HIA, we will see. Just less than 3.5 to go. Plenty of people in here. Pleasure to have you. If you could leave a like on the stream, helps it to get out there to more people. That'd just be fantastic if you don't mind. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm 4 subscribers away from 18,500. So if there's 4 of you that haven't subscribed yet, if you don't mind, just, subscribing to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. 4 subs away. That'd be very kind of you. He's a tough cookie. I think he'll carry on. Oh, Bradford's at home to Warrington next. Oh, Odsall, mate. Love a bit of Odsall, mate. I don't think I'll be going. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, next home game's Warrington because we've got Lee next week. And then it must be Bradford after that. Is Russell going off? Is he staying on? Bit of a black eye there, actually. He is going off for HIA. Hopefully he can pass that. Ladies and gentlemen, 18,500. Thank you very much. Hey, that is greatly appreciated. Very kind of you. Trying to hit 20k by the end of the year, so that is very much appreciated. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. I think Leeds will win the league. Yes, at the very least, league leaders shield. I think that's pretty much locked in for Leeds unless they get major injuries. Then I think it would be Wigan next up. Even with injuries, I think they could win enough games. But yeah, Leeds, I think, have sewn up the league leaders shield. And as of right now, assuming Wigan get a decent team back for the grand final, they'd be the two best teams in playoffs. I couldn't call it. I think I'd lean towards Leeds, but I couldn't call it right now, if they're both at full strength. It's right to Lawford, last tackle for Wakefield. 3 minutes to go. Coming down 15 out, Ryan takes it cleanly. And he stopped just shy of the 20. Plays it for Atkin. It's now with Akins. No, it's not. It's with Wynn. Well done, me. Next carry over on the right-hand side from Wynn. Blake with the next one. Hooley is on for Russell. 2.5 to go. Staunton's off the pitch as well for McMeekin. Miller switches back to Fulton and he carries it up towards the halfway line. Last tackle for Bradford. Any more points in this half? Any more? He's left to Atkin. Coming down, 25 out. Knock on from Rourke. He had time to collect it as well. Offload to Akins, and it's going to be a penalty for Bradford. Offside from Wakefield. Okay. 1 minute 50 left in the first half. I'm not offside. I'm getting some wrong calls from the commentators here. Taking that ball, fair enough. Ullman Road with the carry inside the red zone. Bradford are 15 metres out, minute and a half to go in the first half. Akins looks... Ackers, oh my God. Goes right now with Sutton, over the 10. 7 metres out. Great chance for Bradford here. Left to Mellor in centre field, straightens up. Still going. Mellor, 5 out, left for the post. 3 tackles left, plays it for Ackers, or eventually... 6 again for Bradford. Centre field with Atkin. Straightens up. And he's going to be stopped 2 metres out between the posts. 1 minute left in the first half. And... okay, yes, go back and play it again. All right. Plays it. Ackers goes at the line himself. Crowd thinks it's high from Fartelli. Not given from the referee, though. Flat ball on the right now with Ormonroyd. And the ball comes loose. But Meakin has it. And it's going to be a Bradford penalty. They could go for 2 here. 30 seconds to go. I thought that was a loose carry personally with the way the ball came out. Fair enough. Sorry about your bet, Poop. Sorry about that. But that won't be happening. 25 seconds to go. They'll make it 10-6 in a second, and we'll go into the sheds very soon. It's for offside? Oh well. The call is the call, is the call, is the call. It doesn't matter. Oh well. Kick's good. 10-6. Half time. Bradford away. Saturday 8th. 6:30. Busy or streaming? Well, I've got no plans currently. I only put my stream schedules out on Wednesdays, so I don't know. I've got no plans that far ahead. Okay, then. Well, a lot of penalties that have gone against Bradford A couple of silly errors inside their own half as well. It's also been easy for Wakefield to get up the park, but it's a narrow pitch and not at full strength in the spine at the minute or in the back line, Wakefield. So they're able to bully them through the middle. So yeah, they're getting up the park, but they're not able to put it together. Narrower pitch and, yeah, haven't got the full ensemble in the backs. Fair enough. Bradford's solid enough on the goal line, at the very least. Solid enough. So, defensively, it is good enough from Bradford at the minute. They're at least able to get up the park as well. It's not been too bad. But I do think Wakey look like the better team here, but I think there's a genuine chance that Bradford could snatch a win if Wakefield don't put up enough points when they get inside the red zone. Probably rude not to. In regards to regarding what? Oh yeah, poll. Let's put up a poll. Bradford or Wakefield? Wakefield lead 10-6 at half time. Get your votes in, folks. Get your votes in. Who do you think's going to win from this point on? Get them in. Let me know. I'll be doing a match review after this game as well. And I'll potentially, could do. Wouldn't mind it. Wouldn't mind it. Miss Odsall. Trying to think last time I went was the last time I remember going was, I want to say 2006. We had just beaten Leeds the week before in the playoffs. That was when there was like a bunch of drop goals. I think Borough got one, Braze got one, and then I think Braze got another one to give us a lead. I support Warrington, Ben. And yeah, so we just beat Leeds in the first round of playoffs. Nobody had us to win. And then we were away at Bradford. So we beat Leeds at Leeds, and then we were away at Bradford the next week, and we went to that. I think I remember a couple knock-ons from Stuart Reardon. I think I remember that. And we lost that day. Think you'll beat Hull Saturday? No, I don't. I think we can, because they're not themselves. Taylor Ray could make a huge difference, but if I was a neutral, I'd be saying no, I don't. Which is how I try and at least look at games. I'd love to say yes. I'd love to say, oh, we'll be fine and dandy, absolutely smash them, but I just don't. I don't feel it. London Broncos fan? Fair enough. Fair enough. I've seen there's the potential of London not getting in Super League next year, like it's a bit up in the air at the moment. Oh, also, I do still plan to speak to people soon over on Discord about the content change that I plan to do. I might still do Super League predictions, but it'd be more as a podcast with people on it, so new people could join every week, or some regulars here and there. But if people want to join the Discord, at some point in the coming weeks, I will speak to people about the content change for next year, what I plan to do. If people want to offer some thoughts, I just kind of want to bounce some ideas off people and hear what people, think about the change. Because I might still be keeping the predictions, but it's not guaranteed. There's ideas that I've got for next year that I want to try and do. So get on over there if you fancy it. Oh, this is a strong team here. Players who have played for both Warrington and Wigan in Super League. Richie Mathers. Backline is Brian Carney, Martin Gleeson, Jake Wardle, and Josh Charnley. Forgot we had Wardle. Halves are Williams and Brown. Front row is Cooper, Hyam, and Guisset. Back row is Paul Johnson and John Bateman. And Matty Nicholson at 13. Bench is John Clark, Gil Dudson, Liam Byrne, Jack Hughes. I didn't know John Clark played for Wigan. I didn't know that. I know he's a assistant coach at Manly Seagulls now, pretty sure. John Clark. Feel like if the RFL had anything about them, teams would know if they are in or out of Super League 12 months in advance. I get you. It'd be helpful, but at the same time, if a team knows they're going to be out 12 months in advance, then it's kind of a waste of a season, really. York CEO came out and expects to be in Super League. Could Huddersfield go down as the chairman has stood down? Maybe. It could be that, but Huddersfield seem to be quite adamant that they'll be okay. There seems to be an increase in their grading. Now, they might have gone up, but maybe York have leapfrogged them, so maybe Toulouse are in the firing line. If Huddersfield are 15th overall, if all 15 teams are A grades, then they should be in. Yeah, apparently, Guisset, I don't remember when, to be honest. Only French player I remember for Warrington is Benjamin Julien. Very hard-working player. Solid all-round. Wouldn't light up a game, but was, worked hard. Watching from a holiday, static caravan, no Sky in the van. Cannot get Sky Plus on my iPad, so enjoying the coverage. Well, thank you for stopping by, John. It is greatly appreciated. Thanks for being here. Trumpet for you, sir. Got there eventually. None of the promoted teams deserve to go down over Huddersfield. I agree. Could Huddersfield's season be much more of a waste than it already is? Probably not. I have been thinking more about what kind of structure I'd want. And a lot of you might remember I wanted a lot of teams in one big league, bit like the NFL. But I'm leaning more towards a smaller league, if I'm honest with you. I think what I'd rather have is Super League, Championship, and League One again. Or maybe a bigger Championship. I don't really care either way. But Championship needs more TV coverage, first of all. But maybe like a 10-team Super League. If the money deal, like the deal from Sky goes up, more teams get a higher cut because there's also less teams to split the money amongst. You can then increase the salary cap so that there's a greater, or it's easier to retain players and attract players from anywhere. And then 2 up, 2 down, I'd do. Genuinely. Even though there's only 10, I'd do 2 up, 2 down. The last place in Super League drops. So does second. And then winner of Championship goes up, and then playoffs to determine the other team that goes up. And then top 4 does playoffs. First versus fourth, second versus third. Even though there's not that many teams, the less teams there are, the less need there is for playoffs, but you don't want to get rid of a grand final. Because that's like one of the big money makers. You don't want to get rid of that. So you kind of have to keep it. But the problem is, actually, when teams drop down, there needs to be a cap on the salary cap. There needs to be a limit. Like there currently is, there's going to be. So I would also then give teams an exemption. So let's say London come up, they're exempt for a year. And let's say Oldham come up, they're exempt for a year. Once they've then dropped back down, if they drop back down and come back up, they're free game to drop. But a new team coming back up into Super League is exempt for a year. So they can actually get full funding because there's less teams in the league, higher TV deal. I expect the next TV deal will be worth more money. So there's less teams, greater money. They can get an actual squad, and they know that they can have the same squad next year as well. Like they can sign players knowing that they'll at least be in there for 2 seasons. And then they're just free game after that. And if they drop down, they drop down. But then they will have to sell some players or, get rid of some players. but at least they have to go back down to the next cap as well. I like a bigger league, but then hate one-sided games. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I initially wanted it more like the NFL. More teams, you have divisions. I love the idea of, we have, say, 32 teams in a league. It's like the NFL. You have your own divisions, like 4 groups of 8. You play each team in your group once, or twice, sorry, and then one other group once. There's some teams that you don't meet. You just don't meet some teams. And imagine, say, you got Leeds in Group A, Wigan in Group C. They've never met in the regular season. They go undefeated in the regular season, and then they go through playoffs undefeated, and they meet in the grand final undefeated. Could you imagine that? 2 undefeated teams meeting in the grand final. Winner takes all. That would be beautiful. That's what I'm picturing. But at the same time, I like the idea of you have that many teams. You've then got Super League fan bases going to places like Workington or to Newcastle or to Goole, like giving them greater attendances, and they'll likely be on TV more as well, so that helps with getting them out there. So there's positives to it, but the money from the TV deal is going to be watered down per club, or you do it based on seeding, so whoever makes playoffs gets that chunk of money and everyone else fends for themselves, but then they're fighting an uphill battle again. So I think at the minute we're kind of in a good middle ground with where we're at, but I wouldn't be too bothered if we actually remove teams. But then it's deciding how the teams go down. Do you do, let's say we just did the 14 now, let's say we kept it as 14 next year, then if we switch to this 10 league system, we'd then have to get rid of one after 1 year, one after the other. So whoever finishes last just drops. Last the next year drops. Or whoever's in the bottom 4 just goes after that season. Could you do the bottom team in the Super League play the top team in the Championship, see who's in the Super League the following season? I don't think I'd do that just because if in this system there's a limit on what you can spend in the Championship, so you could possibly spend 2.7 mil in Super League now because there's only 10 teams, but it could be only 1.7 in the Championship. So there's going to be a disparity in squads. So you just give the winner of the Championship that chance to go into Super League. Because based on that system, there's going to be a disparity. £1 million game was the bottom 2 teams in Super League. It might have been. Actually, if I remember correctly, was it not from the Super 8s that if you were 4th and 5th, you play off, and the loser of that is out when they did the Super 8s? I thought that's what it was. But no, if in that system I've suggested, salary cap might go up in Super League and it would be capped for Championship, so it'd be unfair for the winner of the Championship to play the loser of Super League, even though, you know, loser of Super League might not be that good, their squad is significantly more valuable. So they just have to drop. Simple as that. They just have to drop down. So does second to last. You could also potentially do a Super 6, something like that. But again, with the caps and differences in squads, I think just drop them down. So those 2 teams that have gone up from the Championship, they get proper funding and full exemption for that first year, and then they're fair game the year after. I think that's genuinely what I'd do at this point. The problem with that as well, though, is it could be a greater disparity in the Challenge Cup. So those 10 teams in Super League, I mean, even though they pretty much are anyway, Super League teams are like guaranteed to win it pretty much. There might be greater disparity between Super League, Championship, and potentially a League One again. Did you see that some Saints season ticket holders got an email asking why they did not attend the game, even though some of them did? If they got an email asking why they didn't attend and they didn't actually attend, that makes a lot of sense. But are you saying that they did attend the game but still got an email anyway? Because that is weird if that's the case. But if they didn't attend and got the email, then it makes sense because the club wants to know Wagwan, what's happening. Anyway, folks, I'm going to end this poll. 12 votes, 75% of Wakefield to win. We're about to get back underway. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back underway for the second half. Howdy, Julie. Collected by, that was Johnston. Wakey's shifting it early. Well, they were initially, and Rourke takes it over the 10. Some of them that attended still got an email. What a shambles. Fair enough then, fair enough. Hamueli with a carry up towards a 20. That is 20 seconds gone. 4 tackles to go. Next carry from Pitts. Through centre field, over the 30, just shy of the 40. 27 quick. Jesus, okay. Is right to Hamueli. Carries the ball up towards halfway. 35 seconds gone. 2 tackles left for Wakefield. Now with Fartilli inside Bradford's half up towards a 40. Last one coming up. And Truman aims a kick towards the back left. Coming down 7 or 8 metres out. Win back towards the middle now with Akins. He takes it over the 10. And he's going to play this 15 out between the sticks. 1 minute gone in the second half. Atkin plays it for Ryan. Or hands it off to Ryan. Down the left edge. 25 out from his own line. Back towards the middle with Gardner, I believe that is. Oh no, that's Hooley. Sorry, folks. My bad, pimp, my bad. Sutton with a carry up towards halfway, or just shy of it. 1 minute 20 gone. 2 tackles left. Ackers goes left to Mellor. Switches back to Ormonroyd. And they are 45 metres out. Minute and a half gone. Last tackle for Bradford. Ackers. Out the back to Atkin. Kicks from halfway. And it'll come down 15 out for Rourke. Under pressure, though. Goes up. Batted backwards by Nicarima. Collected by Fulton. And he's going to be stopped on Wakey's 20. And that's where they'll turn the ball over. Captain's challenge, though. The announcer said there was a challenge before there actually was one. Interesting. Okay, I think... Okay, Bradford must be challenging that Wakey got a touch on the ball. When Rourke went up to compete for it, they must be challenging that he got a touch on it. Must be. They might be right here. Yeah, I think Bradford's going to get the ball here. What do you think the Super League standings will be? Adjusting for inflation, Leeds, Wigan, Wakefield, Hull KR, Lee, Warrington, Saints, Catalans, Toulouse, York, Castleford, Hull, Bradford, Huddersfield. But that's kind of just as of right now, really. And a penalty for Wakefield. 2 minutes gone in the second half. Because he's not happy at all. Oh, he said something. I don't know what he said. Someone that can read lips, let me know. But he's not happy. He is not happy. Apparently Andy Ackers used to be at Warrington, but I don't remember him at all. He must have been part of the academy. I don't remember him like starting for us. But apparently we had him. 2.5 gone. Wakefield in possession. 15 out. In centre field with Pitts. He goes right to Hamueli. And he stopped just right at centre field. In centre field with Pitts. Takes it over halfway. In centre field with Smoothie. Fakes the switchback, then hands it off to Fartilli. Takes the carry. And he's going to be stopped. A meter in front of the try line, right at the post. 2 tackles to go. Smoothie goes left to Pitts in centre field. Goes at the line. The Red Sea revealed itself. Moses collected the ball and ran straight through. What happened there, Bradford? What happened there? He could have walked through that. Share it with the group. What happened? Go on, tell us. We're listening. 3.5 minutes gone. Let's have a look at this again. Show me what happened there. That is not good. Hooley commits to Hamueli, and then I think they just got too many bodies around the ruck, to be honest. Yeah, so that's going to be Pitts with a try. Okay. This will be 16-6 with the kick to come. My exact score is still on. I need, after this, 10 more from Wakey and 6 more from Bradford. Feels about right. But at the same time, if I get that, that means that both my bets lose. Because I've got Wakefield minus 14, so I've trusted them to get the extra points. And the kick from Rourke in front of the posts are good. Or is good, I should say. Super League clubs should do the right thing and lower the prices of tickets. A lot of empty space at all the grounds. Okay. The game will go on, but I'm going to say a quick thing here on that. I disagree with you, George. I don't think Super League clubs should be lowering prices. Super League clubs lose money as it is. They're all losing money, aside from, I think, Wakefield. So they cannot lower prices. It is not possible, nor should you want them to do that. Otherwise, they will lose more money and they will be more screwed than they already are. They can't do that. There are thousands of us. There is one of them. They can't take the hit. We can take the hit. So all of us could actually, in theory, pay an extra £1 more a week or £2 more a week for the tickets. Might be a bit too much for some people, working class people, I get it. But clubs are already losing money, or the league, the quality of the product just gets worse and worse if they keep lowering the ticket prices. If it's, and still bear with me, if the stadium holds 20,000, but they get 10,000 in the stadium, and they half the ticket prices, they have to sell out the stadium in order to make up for that loss. And you can't guarantee they'll get another 10,000 in. So there's no guarantee for that. The ticket prices are reasonable enough as they are. For some events, they could make, like Grand Finals, Challenge Cup Finals, Magic Weekend, they could maybe bump them up a little bit because they get so many people going. But they can't lower prices, nor should they. Well, that's that out of the way. But we need more money from the TV deal as well, at the same time. But we need ways of getting more people in the stadium, generally. Anyway, Bradford are 15 metres out. It is left to Blake, 7 or 8 metres out, near the left touchline. Last tackle for Bradford, back towards middle to Atkin. Shifting it right to Mellor, then across to Nicarima, drops it off to Fulton. That's the fourth tackle, sorry. Spins, and he stopped 2 metres away from the try line. Last tackle, short side right to Nicarima. And then chips towards the back left corner. Got a contest, and I think Ethan Ryan just knocked on there. He has touched the ball down, but he might have knocked on in the process. No try given on field. Video ref will check. 6.5 gone in the second half. We'll have a gander. But anyway, that's that rant out of the way. Well, not rant, but comment out of the way. So everyone's onside for Bradford. You're welcome, Leah. Thanks for being here. Greatly appreciated. Right, hits Armitage first. And then forward off right. So that'll be a knock on Bradford. Bradford not getting anything here. Yeah, that's a fair call there. But yeah, some of the bounces are not had. A lot of penalties given against them that sometimes I can't tell what the call's for, honestly. And they should have had a couple 6 against too. I think they've been hard done by in a few things. Sometimes just not getting the look of the bounce. The rub of the green. I think Leeds will do the double. Fair enough. They could do. They very well could do. So back underway. Wakefield in possession. Warms it with the first carry. 15 out from his own line. 6 minutes 40 gone in the second half. Next carry is going to be from Johnston. Pumping his legs. Good carry up towards the 30. Plays for Smoothie. Now it's with Fartilli. Good meters over the 40. A few meters shy of halfway. Dragging a few defenders. 7 minutes gone in the second half. Plays for Smoothie. In centre field with Pitts. Outside and in. Rourke finds a break over the 30. Good tackle from Armitage. Just shy of the 20. Quick play the ball for Smoothie. Short side right. Now with Lawford. Might have the numbers down the right hand side. Fartilli. Steps back inside. He's 5 metres out near the right touchline. Last tackle. Wakefield back towards the middle. Now with Lawford. Awkward kick across field. Collected by Johnston. He's going to kick towards the back left corner, collected by Wynn, and he stopped just shy of the 20. Thought Wakey would have been doing better. Well, they've done very well for meters today, Sam, but just been a bit flat in possession at times. Not been able to open up Bradford as much. 7 minutes 45 gone in the second half. Second tackle. Scoot from Atkins, short side left. Armitage, good meters. Near the left touch line. 8 gone in the first half. Second half, back towards the middle. Now with Sutton. Ball across to Wynn. Has to cut back inside. And he's stopped on halfway. 2 tackles left for Bradford. Mate, the centre of that pitch is messed up big time. Sutton straightens up through centre field. Stopped just shy of the 40. Plays it for Ackers. Last tackle left to Atkin. Aims towards the back left. And it's a descent penalty? Or blocker. Blocker, okay. It looked very similar to what happened in the KR Wakey game last week. So I thought maybe something was said. But no, they're saying there was a blocker. Obstruction. Okay, interesting. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, Mella just stops in his way. Fair play. It's a penalty for Wakefield. They'll start a brand new set 25 metres out near the right touchline. 9 minutes gone in the second half. Tap from Scott. Hands it off to Vangenart. And he takes it just inside the red zone. Plays it for Smoothie. Now with Fartilli. And up towards the 10. I might have to start putting some Wakey props in my squad. But it's who? That's the question. It's either Fartilli or Hamanueli. It is left to Hamanueli. May have dropped it. That nearly answered that question. But may have dropped it. And without even checking it, they're just gonna say it's a knock-on. 20-metre tap. Hurley with a tap. Hands it off to Ethan Ryan. And returns up towards a 30. Fair enough. Maybe it was at least worth it. No, yeah, he lost it. That's a good call. Good call from Griffiths. So plenty of tackles go for Bradford, already up towards halfway. Next carry through the middle from Gardner. Plays it for Ackers. Flat ball across to Sutton. And up towards Wakefield's 30. Gardner's on for Ormonroyd. Ackers goes left to Atkin. Ball across to Nicarima. High shot from Scott. That's going to be a penalty for Bradford. Atkin wants 10 in the bin. He wants it. I've seen much worse. I think maybe penalty and on report for that one. Oh, yeah, there's no way that's a sin bin. No way in hell. Not a chance. It's going to be a tap from Bradford. Honestly, I don't think he does, because it hits his shoulder first and then slips over his head. So, well, not over his head, but it makes contact afterwards. But initial contact is not with the head. I don't think there's that much on it, to be honest. Right to Nicarima, wrapped up on the 10, pushed back a few metres by Tate. Shrugs him off, though. Cutting towards the left, ball across, breaking through his Atkin. Bradford score in front of the sticks. They're back in this game. Look at that. Hey, they get a penalty. They've been keeping Wakey out for long periods. This will be 16-12 in a second, so fair enough. Atkin is about to go in, or has gone in, sorry. And it will be shortly, I can't speak.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak.
It will be, oh my God, I can't speak. It will be 16-12 in a second. Just stop talking. I'm not talking again for the rest of the stream. You're welcome. I'm not talking. Atkin with the try. It will be 12 for Bradford shortly. Nailed it. So I can do it. I can do it. Come on. So I kind of need 2 tries and 2 kicks from Wakefield after this. And then I need them to get a drop goal after that. Who do you want to win? Wakefield, because I backed them to win. And I've got the -14 on 2 different bets. So I need them to get 2 tries, 2 kicks, and at least a drop goal after this. Which I'm not too confident they'll do. I think they could get 2 tries, 2 kicks, so I might get my exact score. It's possible. But I think the bet's in jeopardy at the minute. 52 minutes gone. Hooley to add the extras. Oh yeah, I might as well put the points on. And the kick is good. 2-point ball game, folks. 2-point ball game. But as I was saying earlier, I could do with putting either Fartilli or Hamanueli in the squad. I just need to see who makes more meters, who gets more minutes, who makes more meters, and other stuff. I think Fartilli gets more tries, but I'll have to have a look at all the different tings. I've still got SASA and Vaughan. They're pretty good for me, but I'll see if there's any other options available. We're back underway. 52.5 minutes on the clock. Collected in goal. And the first carry is going to be from Gardner. He's going to be stopped just shy of his own 10. You haven't updated the scoreboard on screen yet. Get that changed. Win with the next carry. Pumping his legs just shy of the 20. Artillery definitely. Possibly. Been thinking about it. I think I put him in my squad at the start of the year. I think. So with Mellor in centre field. Gardner. Oh, Russell is definitely done, by the way. I should have mentioned that. Next carry through the middle from Mellor over the 40. And a low-driven kick on the last. It goes past Johnston. Returns over the 10. And he's just shy of the 20. Long way for Wakefield to go. A few players need to get back on side. Tate with the next carry. Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's not 14. It is 12. I am stupid. I am stupid. Silly me. I gave them the 2 points initially when they scored the try already. So yeah, it is 12. That's right. It's 16-12. My bad, folks. Sorry about that. Blake with the latest carry. 45 minutes and 20 seconds gone. Yeah, sorry, folks.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak. You ballless git, Campbell. You dickhead.
54.5 minutes gone. It is right to Nicarima. A flat ball across to Fulton. Takes it over the 30. 2 tackles left for Bradford. Nicarima with a run. Now inside the red zone. Howdy, Chucky. Good to see you, sir. Not Chucky, sorry. Knight. Kind of got a mix up there. Good to see you, DC. Kick towards the back left corner. Ryan goes up, takes it, and will be stopped 8 out from the try line. That's where they'll turn the ball over. Straight red. I've already been sin binned. Can't be a straight red. I've already been sin binned. I'm on report. Just put it that way. 55 gone. Lawford waits at dummy half. Meakin is on the field again. So Smith has actually come on as well. Go on, Harvey, lad. Harvey Smith to change the game. Here we go. Second tackle. Smith goes right to Vanganar. Good defensive work from Bradford. He stopped on the 20, down the right edge. Next carry from Johnston. Good carry up towards a 40. Good carry. What's 72 in here? Howdy, folks. Welcome. Meakin up towards halfway. Last tackle for Wakefield. Oh, very nice, DC. Well done. Fair play. Fair play. Kick towards the back left. Coming down for win. Takes it cleanly on the 10. And he'll be stopped 15 out from his own line. A few meters shy of the 20. Or actually up towards the 20. Good return. I agree about McMeekin. 56 minutes gone. Tackle on the 20. McMeekin shooting out the defensive line. Speak of the devil. Next carry from Fulton. Oh, what a shot from Hamanueli. Up towards the 30. 3 tackles left for Bradford. It is left to Mellor. Goes at the line. And he'll be stopped just shy of halfway. 2 tackles to go. Plays it for Ackers. Now with Akins. Inside Wakefield's half. 45 metres out. Last tackle. 56.5 gone. Short side left to Atkin. Aims for the back left corner. Rourke underneath it. Goes up, takes it cleanly, 15 out. That's a high shot, I think. Hold the line, caller. Penalty for Bradford. Penalty for Bradford. So I can actually take 2 tries and 2 kicks from Wakefield here. Still plenty of time, but it's whether they'll actually get them is the question, because they've not looked too convincing today. What did you bet? I've done one for like 50k. I need every game I've predicted this week to come in, basically. All the margins, except for a few that I've adjusted slightly. And the other one's a bit more of a normal one for a tenner to win about 600 quid. But it's still a bit of a long shot, really. Back underway, Bradford are 15 out in centre field. Great chance to equalise, maybe take the lead. It's left to Miller. Oh, that's a weird ball from Ackers. Right to Nicarima, switches back to Fulton. Carries it over the 10, and he's about 8 metres out between the sticks. It is left to Miller. McMeekan drags him down, 15 out. It's now going to be with Nicarima in centre field. Switches back to Akins. Cuts towards the left-hand side. Blake. Inside the 10. 5 metres out left of the post. 2 tackles to go. Ackers. Short side left. Nicarima. Ball across to Akins. Not much room to work with. Push back a few metres near the left touch line. 58 minutes gone. 2 tackles to go. Plays for Ryan. Back towards the middle with Nicarima. Chips towards the back left, where it's the last tackle, actually. Oh, there's a bit of a mess going on there. Is it another penalty, Bradford? Yes, it is. How can we beat Hull KR but struggle against Bradford? Narrower pitch, and you're still missing bodies in the back line. Your tries came from crashing over from the props, which are very different to, like, structured play. So, yeah, narrower pitch. Your spine and back line isn't quite at full strength. You've not been moving the ball around that well. You didn't move the ball around that well against KR either. So it makes sense. I don't know why you take the 2, Julie, because they still need to score again. But next carry from Gardner is going to be stopped on the 10. Slammed into the ground by Pitts. He's claiming he's lost it, I think. He has lost it. He has lost it. Pitts was confident that he'd lost the ball. That Gardner lost it, I should say. Do they want to challenge it? I don't think they do. 59 minutes gone, nearly into the final quarter. Let's have a look at this. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Perhaps. It's a scrum for Wakefield in their own end. They need to get up the park now. Help my bet and my predictions. So carry off the back of the scrum from Johnston. 15 out from the line. Long way to go up the field. Smith down the short side right to Scott. Jamming out the line, or rushing out the line, I should say. Stopped on the 20. Plays for Smith. Through centre field with Hamanueli. Good carry over the 30, up towards the 40. Good metres. Plays for Smith. It is left to Tavanga. Left to centre field. Over the 40. Push back a few metres. Folks, we're into the final quarter of the game. Me. 2 tackles to go. Wakefield shift it right. Truman out the back. Ends up in the hands of Rourke. Tries to call back inside, but he's stopped on the 40. Eventually plays it on the last. It's now with Truman under pressure. Hits the belly of the ball. Coming down 15 out. Taken cleanly by Akins. Over the 20. Switches back to win. And he's going to play this 25 out from his own line. 19.5 to go in this game. Plays for Nicarima in centre field. He goes right to Ryan. Over the 30, just shy of the 40. Plays for Akins. He's now with Hooley. Stopped just shy of halfway. 3 tackles left for Bradford. Ackers. Shifting it left. Atkin. Ball across to Blake. Cuts back inside. Up towards the 40. Now Wakefield's 30. 19 minutes to go. 2 tackles left for Bradford. Ackers in centre field with Mellor. Straightens up. Cuts back towards a ruck. Gets an offload to Ackers. Now Sutton. Stopped on the 20. And a penalty for Bradford. Jesus. Last 10 minutes, I'd say. Bradford's been doing well for meters. Wakey's not really been able to get up the park that much. Thank you, David. Greatly appreciated. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much. Trumpet for you. Hey. Skur with the latest carry. In between the sticks, 6 again for Bradford. Ackers fakes the switchback, then to Mellor. Ball across to Atkin. Chance in for Bradford. Flat ball to Blake. Wrapped up 5 metres out near the left touchline. 62 gone, 18 to go. Atkin back towards Milton Mellor. Ball across to Sutton. Stopped on the 10. 4 tackles left for Bradford. Home crowd's loving it in the minute. It's now with Skirt. And another penalty for Bradford. Oh my God. Could be getting a sim in soon. Wakey needs to be careful here. Gotta be careful. It's back underway. It is left to Atkin. Down the left-hand side. Hands it off to Blake. Straightens up. He's going to be stopped 3 metres out over on the left edge of the park. Back towards the middle with Mellor. Fakes a switchback. Then takes the carry himself. Pumping his legs. He's 2 metres out in front of the left post. Ackers goes right to Nicarima. Ball out the back to Akins. Hands it off to Hooley. Stops 6 metres out over on the right-hand side. Waking not up to usual standard or Bradford playing well. It's a little bit of both. Wakefield still need their regular backs available. But, oh, that nearly could have been intercepted. Knocked on by Wormsley. Could have been a knock-on from Akins. But it's a 6 again for Bradford. Oh, my God. Getting some decent territory here. Can they equalise, though? Skur with the next carry. Pumping his legs up towards the 10. Great carry. I really like Skur. He's been great for Bradford this year. 5 out. Short side left. Ackers to Nicarima. Goes at the line. He is in. Might have to check that ground in there, but I think he's got it down. Griffiths will check. On-field decision is no try. I thought he initially got it grounded. 63.5 gone. He's saying held up. I think he definitely got the ball down. But, I don't know, maybe it was punched out just before it hit the line, maybe. Got 75 here. This is a lot more than I was expecting, but, you know, 2 enthusiastic fan bases, so thank you for being here. If you could leave a like on the stream, helps us to get out to more people. Ooh. I'm going to say no try. Hits Rourke's knee first. See, the home crowd's cheering like it's a try. I'm going to say no try. So ball's grounded on Rourke's knee. And then I think he's lost grip. I don't think he has control. Once it comes off Rourke's knee, I think he's lost control of that. I'm going to say no try. Yeah, no try. I think I agree with that. Plus 10 on Bradford ain't looking too bad. Yeah, no. Well, it was plus 14 when I bet on Wakefield, actually. Oh, sorry, minus 14. Bradford not getting a thing. Is that not need out if it's accidental? No, because they're saying that Rourke was making a genuine tackle. Because he is looking at Nicarima, and I think he was making a genuine tackle. So Wakefield in possession. Johnston with the next carry up towards a 40. Fartilli through centre field. Few metres shy of halfway. Second tackle for Wakey. In centre field with Smith up towards a 40. Oh, no, I missed your message. You are by far my favourite Rugby League stream. Oh, thank you very much for that. Very kind of you to say. Might be the only one to watch, but that's not important. I see how it is. One of one, you could say. I'm a rare breed. Who's that Pokemon? It's Rob, innit? No powers or anything. That's a great question, Sam, and I can answer that for you. 64 minutes, 20 gone. Kick towards the back left. Knocked on by Wynn, and Fulton just clears it. Just gets it gone. 15 and a half to go. Wynn's hurt a little bit here. He's in a bit of pain, bit of discomfort. Clock's been stopped as well. Oh, can I just remind people, by the way, I mentioned this in my predictions video, but it'd be really helpful. There's an account over on X, if you've got it, called, just search at SL Injuries 2026. If you could follow them, and whenever you've got information about your club's injuries, who's out, how long they're out for, and what they're out with, if you could just let them know, then I can use them and they can help me to give you better information on my predictions videos. So if you could go follow that account, and whenever they ask, just let them know who's out, what they're out with, and how long for. That would be massively appreciated. And it helps to keep me up to date as well for the predictions. Understand Leeds Rhinos are in talks to sign Cronulla Sharks prop Braden Hamlin-Uele. Oh, okay. It'd be a solid signing. Good impact sub off the bench for the Sharks. I think that would be a good pickup from Leeds. To add to an already big and productive pack, he'd be impact off the bench, I guess, for Leeds. That'd be a good signing. Clock still stopped in a minute. Wynn's going to keep going. Anyway, this is going to be a scrum for Wakefield on the 10 between the sticks. They shift it right. It's now with Lawford. Straightens up with a carry over the 10 and is about 7 or 8 metres out right at the post. Smith at dummy half. I'm smelling a try from Smith in a minute. I'm smelling it. Or is it Fartilli? I'm smelling a try from the forwards. What's it smell like? Smith. Smells like Harvey Smith. It is left to Truman. Switches back to Pitts. Stopped 6 metres out between the posts. 15 minutes to go. 3 tackles left. Smith goes right to Fartilli. Straightens up with the carry. He's going to be stopped. Or is he? He's going to be stopped inches short the try line. No. Held up. Oh my God. Or he's just short possibly. Oh my God, that was close. Maybe I'm going to get my smells wrong here. We'll see. Pitts goes left to Truman, then across to Rourke. Not much room to work with. They did that a lot last week against KR. What do you want him to do with that? Near the left touchline, 5 metres out. Last tackle. Rourke back towards the middle. Truman aims a kick towards the right of the post. Awkward placing. And I think that's going to be 20-metre tap, I think. Yeah. Akins collects the ball. Sprints towards the 20. Bradford could get on the front foot here. Taps. Spawn is outside. Ball across to Armitage. Oh, that's Blake, sorry. And good metres up towards halfway. Gets an offload to Akins and then loses ground towards the 40. Brad Arthur likes to bulk up the squad. That's one reason why Leeds have won a lot of games this season. Yeah. But if only Warrington could do that, that would be great. There's some forwards that need to go. They got to go. Let's go sign some bodies. Jesus Christ. Fulton slammed into the ground. That looked awkward there, especially for his right leg. 66.5 minutes gone. Switch back to Skirt. Smashes into a blue wall. Plays it for Ackers. In centre field, up towards a 40 now with Mellor. Out the back to Akins. Wrapped up by Truman. Help from Staunton as well. 2 tackles left for Bradford. In centre field with Nicarima. Over the 30. 25 metres out. Plays it for Ackers. It is left to Atkin. Chips towards the back left. Coming down on the 10. Ryan collects it and he's wrapped up 8 metres out from the try line. That's where they'll turn the ball over. So we've got 13 minutes to go, folks. What do you think about Tuvasashek going to Wakefield next season? It's a great signing. Versatile player. Can play centre, winger or fullback. I've got a feeling he'll play fullback. I think he might be fullback. I think Jowett could be out. You've still got Rourke there for backup. You free up some cap space with Jowett going out. But if you start him on the wing, that's still good. Maybe at centre alongside Johnston would be pretty good. I think it's a great signing, though. Makes loads of meters. Solid in defence. Threat inside the red zone as well. Probably a good leader, too. That kind of experience of big games he's played in, I think is a hell of a signing. So Ryan's getting looked at the minute. The clock is stopped. 67 minutes and 8 seconds gone. Ryan's down right now. Getting a bit of treatment. Hope you're all swell. Getting his head wrapped up. Okay, we'll get back underway shortly, it seems. But to be fair, Emma, man, they don't really need any more prop forwards, let's be honest. So back underway, Smith at dummy half on Wakey's own 10. Next carry from Johnston. Up towards the 20. Second tackle, plays it for Smith. Oh, that might have been an incorrect play of the ball. It's not called, though. Next carry from Scott over the 40. Good meters. Be a shame if Max was to be out, though. That is true, David. That is true. I just think with the meters that you get from Tuvar Sashek, it's like they're huge. It is left to Tate and up towards Bradford's 40. Last tackle coming up for Wakefield. Back towards the middle now with Lawford. Aims a kick towards about left. Oh, a little bit awkward. Knock on from Akins. Maybe grounded by Rourke. Maybe. He's confident that could be a try for Wakey. On-field decision is... It's going to go to video ref, but on-field decision is no try. Rourke is sure he's got that. I'm pretty sure he got fingertips to it, but I don't know if he grounded it cleanly. He's also onside as well. Staunton's off, though, so we'll have to see where he's at. As long as he's at least passive, which it looks like he is. At the very least, I think this will be Wakefield's ball because of a knock-on. I think. Yeah, so at the very least, it's Wakefield's ball. Oh. Oh, actually, that might be fine. That might be fine. I think there's downward pressure on that. But if that's chalked off, I can understand. 12 minutes to go, Sam. Clock's been stopped a couple times, so. I do think that's a try because I don't think there's any separation there from Rourke. I think that's all good. I think the moment Rourke touches that ball with his fingertips, his fingers stay on the ball. Okay, so he's happy that it's grounded. Yeah, but for the video ref though, Stephen, he's already overturned it. If it's clearly if you can clearly overturn it, then you can. Doesn't guarantee a no try. And it is a try. Hey, so finally, some more points in this game. Bloody hell. It's about damn time. Wait a minute, I'm in the sentimental man or woman to part me up. Feel if I see ability I see how to bring out the fair beauty. Sorry, just doing a bit of Lizzo there. Apologise. Apologise, mate. I do think that's okay. So Rourke with the try. Chance to add the extras. I do kind of need him to get this, to be honest. I need one more try and a kick after this from Wakey. I really need this. It's right next to the touchline. I need this going over. I could get my exact score, but if I get my exact score, then I'll lose both my bets. If I lose my bet and not get the exact score, I'll be disappointed. Rourke right next to the touchline. 11 minutes to go in this game. He steps up. The kick is no good. I'm going to need... So if I get a trying to kick from Wakefield, I've got my exact score. And I'll take that at the very least. But could they maybe get a drop goal after that? Possibly. Went up as no try, so Kendall has to be 100% sure, which he wasn't. Bradford badly done to here. I'm going to disagree with you, Minecraft man. I disagree. I think it is very clear that his fingertips touch the ball and there's no separation. I think that's quite clear. Therefore, it is grounded cleanly. So I am happy with that being overturned. But we disagree, and that's all right. And we move on. I love you anyway. Fartilli with the next carry down the right edge. 25 out from his own line. Plays for Smith. Now in McMeekan, over the 40. Next carry from Tavanga through centre field, over halfway. Folks, we have 10 minutes to go. Hey, oh yeah, they probably wouldn't go for 2 as well, would they? So that's unfortunate. Right to Lawford. Cross to Scott. Stopped just over the 30. Last tackle coming up for Wakefield. Back towards the middle with Truman. Kicks from the 30. Underneath this one is Akins. Goes up. Takes it cleanly. Returns over the 10. Gets an offload now with Ryan. Over the 20. Up towards the 30. Good return. Try to offload it then. 9.5 to go. Not got Wakey with minus... No, I had the minus 14. I don't know when you put yours on, but mine was like... just before the stream, I think. Win. Shifts it left. Next carry up towards the halfway line. Bradford still with 3 tackles to go. Played by Skur. Ackers back towards the middle to Mellor. Drops it off to Ormonroyd. That was nearly a high shot then. Not quite. 9 minutes to go in this game. Ackers goes right to Mellor. Flat ball across to Fulton. Lose the ball backwards. Tipped on by Mellor to Akins. Griffiths wanted to blow his whistle, but keeps it going. Win. Shrugs off a few defenders near the touchline and is eventually in touch. Bit of a mess there. What's going on here? There's a bit of a mess. 7 p.m. Yeah, fair enough. Would have changed. Bradford challenge. Okay. So the on-field call was a knock-on from Bradford, and Bradford will challenge. I thought it went backwards, to be fair. I think this will be challenge successful, but need another angle, possibly. Well, that might still be Connor Wynn in touch, though. That's the thing. Oh, it might still be a penalty for Bradford, possibly. It's going to be a Bradford penalty. Challenge successful. Should England get Pepper's manager? Possibly. Heard Tuchel staying on till the Euros, actually. That's what I heard anyway. Who would you start for England in the halves in the World Cup? Jake Connor on the right, Harry Smith on the left. Back towards the middle. Kick on the last tackle. It's not a penalty, actually. Ooh, Lost backward by Rourke, collected by Johnston. And a knock on Wakefield. Okay. All right. Great chance for Bradford here. Challenge from Wakey. So on-field decision is knock on Wakefield. Wakey will challenge. This feels like a weird challenge to me. Okay, then. Challenge is unsuccessful from Wakefield. Unsuccessful. .71 minutes, 43 seconds gone. Scrum for Bradford over on the right edge. Hooley to feed the ball in. Lolasio's finally back on the field after God knows how long. Feeds the ball in. Akers goes left to Nikarima. Just over the 10 between the sticks, about 7 metres out. Plays it for Akers. Looks left but goes right to Mella. Straightens up with the carry. Then offloads the ball to Skur. Loses a couple metres there. He'll play this on the 10. It is right to Mella. Flat ball across to Ormondroyd. Spins. Could get to the line. Great scramble. Almost got it down. Really good scramble defence there from Wakey. Really good. Excellent stuff. Well done. Plays it on the 10 for Akers. Back towards the middle with Nikarima. 3 tackles to go. Left to Atkin, then to Skur. Takes the carry down the left edge. Back towards the 10. Near the left touchline as well. 7.5 minutes to go. Back towards the middle now with Atkin. Between the sticks, right to Nikarima. Straightens up. Nikarima nearly slips through. Good recovery again from Wakey. Quick play the ball. Akers, flat ball. Great offload backwards, but pounced on by Rourke. Well taken. Well taken. Good idea there from Bradford. Good idea. But Wakey in possession. 7 minutes to go. And first carry from Tate down the left edge, just over the 10. So again, if we're going to try and a kick, the worst thing here would be just a try from Wakey and a missed kick. That would be the worst thing I could get right now, because it means the bet's lost and I don't get my exact score. So either a try and a kick from Wakefield, or a try and a kick and more points after that. Either of those is perfect. Lawless here with the carry up towards halfway. Last tackle for Wakefield. It's left to Truman. Aims a kick towards the back left. Coming down 15 out. Taken cleanly by Wynn. Cuts back towards the middle. And is stopped 15 out from his own line. Wynn is still down at the minute. He's slow getting up here. Eventually plays it now with Hooley. Then to Akins. And Bradford's lost about a metre, something like that. Plays it for Atkin. Down the short side left now with Ryan. Cuts back towards the middle. Shrugs off Fartilli. Over the 20. And good carry up towards the 30. 6 minutes to go. Blake through centre field. Nikarima got man of the match in the stadium. And a lost ball from Blake. Wakey will get the ball in midfield. Okay. Wonga Blake holds his hands up, says my bad, apologises. Fair dues. Fair dues. Instead of being like, oh, challenge it, save me, Jon Snow. 5.5 minutes to go. Did you pull a knife in the night? Five minutes 20 to go. Scrum for Wakey on halfway. Truman feeds it in. Smith goes right to Wormsley. Eats up a few metres. Now it's Smith, short side right to Scott over the 30. Streaming England versus France? Probably not. Actually, it would clash with the stream anyway. I can't be bothered doing that. I'm going to be doing York versus Toulouse, another England versus France type of game. In centre field with Tavanga over the 10. 2 tackles left for Wakefield. 4 minutes 45 to go. Plays it for Smith. Now with Lolosio between the sticks. And he's going to be stopped 3 metres out, just right at the post. Last tackle for Wakefield. 4.5 to go. Switch back to Fartilli. Ball across. Knock on from Atkin. Nearly intercepted. Nearly. Very close. So it's going to be a fresh set of 6 for Wakefield. Come on. I need a try close to the sticks here. I need it. I need it. Please. Pretty please. Unfortunately, yes, it's... I don't care about the third place playoff game, to be honest, but oh well. Scott in centre field, takes a carry, and he's going to be stopped inches in front of the try line. Good effort. Just less than 4 minutes to go. Smith left of the post. Goes at the line himself. Smith might have got there. Harvey Smith has got it. I told you before I could smell it. I told you. I thought he was going to be next up at the time, but I told you I could smell it. Harvey Smith, what a geezer. Absolute bloke. This will be 26-12 to Wakey in a second, and as of right now, will be my exact score spot on. For the first time this year, by the way. I've got one in the NRL that I managed to get spot on. As of right now, because they should get the kick, I've got my exact score. I wish I got in at the -10. But yeah, I got the -14. I was too late with my bet. So this should be 26-12 very soon. Third place game is like watching the woman you love go on a date with your best mate. As long as they're happy, you know, Joe, I mean... I could give her what she needed, so... As long as she's happy, you know, that's all that matters, really. But nice one, yes, John, indeed. It was good stuff from Harvey Smith. Very, very much a fan of Mr. Smythe. So, no mess-ups here, Josh. Please, no mess-ups. 3 minutes to go. Just slot it over, lad. Nothing silly, nothing groovy. The kick is good. Right, I need to add the ball on as well. Forgot to do that. Right, I've got the exact score right now. So, if anyone's going to score again, it's Wakefield. Okay? It's only Wakefield that can score again. Nothing silly from Bradford. Don't go being a hero now. You don't need to do that, okay? You don't need to do that. Because I've got two options. Again, either no more points, and I've got the 5 bonus points for the Fantasy League, and that will likely put me into the top 10 for the first time this year. Or 1 more point from Wakefield and the bet lives on. The 50 grand bet lives on. Trucker, first time joining. Oh, howdy, folks. Folk, sir. Are you normally watch the videos? Is it your first time here? Well, glad to have you anyway. I can't speak at the minute. I really can't speak. I'm aware, Jack. I am also watching the game too, Jack, so I have seen. Dean is on for Atkin as well. Penalty for Wakey. I can't speak, honestly.
It's going to be a yellow card. I can't speak.
2 minutes to go. Time Italy versus York. That's 7:45 p.m. UK time. It's 9 o'clock over in France, actually. This is 8 for us. Tavanga through centre field up towards Bradford's 30. Still 1 minute 45 to go, so could be more points in this for Wakefield. Could be. Smith goes right to Lolosio and takes a carry over or up towards a 20. Plays for Smith again. Left to Tavanga. Now inside the 10. 2 tackles left and Wakefield are 5 metres out. 1.5 minutes to go. Smith was going to launch it right. Spins. Then eventually goes right to Lawford. Kicks through. Trying to put Ryan under pressure. Collects it in goal. And trying to get him stopped. Can he get out of trouble? Not quite. Good stuff there. Good stuff. My name is Joe. I've just been following, but watching. Oh, fair enough. Well, glad to hear from you. Thank you for plucking up the courage to let us know that you were one of the shadows in the background just lurking. lurking in there. Because there's a lot that do, and I don't know who they are. They could be anybody. But howdy, good to see you. That's a great dropout. It lands on Wakey's 10. For those that can't see the game, that's not a joke. The ball landed on Wakey's 10. Fartilli actually returns up towards his own 40. It's 10 p.m. kickoff in Greece, you're trying to tell. Is that what you're trying to tell me? It's 10 p.m. kickoff in Greece. Is that what you're saying? Next carry. Shifting the ball left. It's now with Rourke. Got a bit of space on the left. Cut out ball to Johnston. Steps back inside. Over the 30. Offloads to Tate. Now the 20. There's only 8 seconds to go. On the 10. One more play here for Wakey. One more. Either I get my bonus points or the bet wins. Or the bet continues, not wins. It looks like they're going to take the tackle. Folks, that is going to be full time. And for the first time this year, I have an exact score correct. Thank God. Let me just double check that I actually predicted that exact. Actually, it's in my notes. It's in my notes. Let me just check my notes. 1 second. 1 second. It's right. Thank God for that. Oh my God. Get in. Let's have it. You love to see it. I get me 5 bonus points. I was 1 point off the top 10 going into this week. I should hopefully be in the top 10 for the first time this year in my own predictions league. Thank you, Global. Thank you, John. Lovely stuff, Sam. Enjoying this channel a lot? Well, that's great to hear. Thank you, Trucker. That's very kind of you to say. Very kind of you to say. So, a couple of boos ringing around from the crowd. We are second. Actually, let's have a look at the table. Let's just clarify. My significantly less than 50 grand bet is still on. Now I need Catalans +8, Lee -10, Toulouse -14 for a nasty 137 quid. The Toulouse -14 is what scares me the most, because I think that's actually a close game there. Like, scares me. I'm scared on your behalf, obviously. Right, so, Wakey... Actually, can I pause this or not? I can't. No, I can't. Wakefield are second as of right now. +1 points difference over Wigan. So they'll go into second. And Bradford still in 11th. Good stuff for Wakey. Good stuff. Right then. Match review. Bradford Bulls 12. Wakefield Trinity 26. Early on in this game, as predicted, Wakefield Trinity steamrolling up the field. Absolutely steamrolling through centre field. Now, one of the other problems, which I also predicted, look at me go, sometimes I do know what I'm talking about, is they were actually a little bit clunky against KR last week. 2 of their tries came from Fartilli, crashing over the try line. That's not really structured play, is it? So, in structured play, a little bit flat, bit clunky. Smoothie was playing at 7. Lawford came on later on. Lawford started at 7 this week. They're missing some bodies in the back line as well. Wakey weren't that clinical moving the ball around. Plus, the pitch is more narrow at Bradford. So, easy enough to get up the field. There's a lot of penalties given away. And some cheap errors, especially to start the game from Nicarima. Some other errors in their own half as well from Bradford. But they gifted a lot of territory to Wakefield. But Bradford were at least resilient on the goal line for good periods, which I believe I also predicted as well, I think. But made it frustrating at times. Applying a lot of pressure inside the red zone from Wakefield. A bit clunky again. That was the issue. A little bit clunky again. Second half, a lot more errors from both teams. There was a period maybe 15-20 minutes into the second half. Bradford did much better for territory. They actually restricted meters quite well. Wakefield, with a couple errors too, weren't able to get up the park. I think McMeekin going off, as someone mentioned in the chat, was right about him. Weren't as impactful without McMeekin. Lolosio didn't come on for a long period of that game. Hamanueli and Fartilli weren't as impactful. Or they weren't able to really carry the ball through the midfield. It was just Wakey having to work the ball out from their own end for a lot of that period. So Bradford were able to get into good territory, get repeat sets inside the red zone again, and eventually come up with points to make it a decent game, to make it a 4-point game at one point. But eventually, too much size from Wakey. They were able to make more meters. Couple good efforts in defence from Bradford again. But Wakefield, enough pace, enough size. There was the try that Pitt scored as well in the second half that was quite soft, really. Just wide open. Loads of space to kind of just walk through if you wanted to. But yeah, overall, easy for Wakey to get up the park as predicted. Good defence at times from Bradford as predicted. A little bit clunky offensively from Wakey as predicted. But Bradford also don't have that much going for them in attack right now. With having a stable group of backs, it's been a little bit better recently, but Wakefield is strong in defence. So overall, very happy with that. Got my exact score correct for the first time this year. Get in. It's kind of bad at the same time. Good and bad. But yeah, good solid work rate from both sides. Just penalties and errors not really going the way of Bradford. Didn't get the rub of the green, that kind of thing. Or, look at the bounce of the ball really at times. But Wakey just too good overall. And deserved the win. But a good, hard-fought game overall, in my opinion. And there you go. So there's the match review. Right then, folks. Just to remind you, folks, that that match review and the stream highlights for this stream will be going onto TikTok tonight, or whenever these actual highlights for this game come out on the Super League channel. So go follow me on TikTok if you've got it. Again, if you go follow that account on X, SL Injuries 2026, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you know of any injuries for your club as we go, let them know who's out, what they're out with, and how long for, whether what they're expected to be out, or how long they're expected to be out for. And that helps me for my predictions videos as well to give you better information. Let's have a quick listen to Kurt here. Let's have a quick listen. I might not be saying much at the minute. He's happy with the braveness, first of all. Asking about Logan Lewis. How's he doing? Okay. Thank you, Knight. Good night, Chucky. Good to see you again, sir. We have a few players out to be honest. Sinfield, Lino, yeah, that's a thing, Callum. It's like you've still got the bodies up front. That's the thing with Wakey is you can take on any team through the middle. You can compete with and beat any pack up front. But then it's at the very least, if Lawford gets a couple weeks in there to build a bit of cohesion, then that's something. But you do kind of need Lino or Sinfield back as soon as possible. I think Rourke is still doing a solid job without, with Jowett being out. Apparently he was dropped for this one, apparently. But yeah, Pratt would be a huge inclusion. He did really well, like, middle portion of the season was doing so well, scoring a lot of tries, a lot of breaks as well. So Pratt's going to be huge. I do like Corey Hall as well, actually. I do quite like Corey Hall. Oh, oh my God, that's such a tough run for Bradford. Leeds, Hull KR, Warrington, Wigan, Lee. Because Leeds are, like, near enough full strength. KR, that's a tough game, generally speaking, anyway. Warrington might have some more bodies back for that. So might Wigan. And Lee, they're on great form anyway. That's such a tough run. That's like what we had a few weeks ago. Jesus. Wakefield's goal conversion needs improving. It certainly does. It does. Right, I'm going to end it there, folks. I'm going to get the match review uploaded and posted to YouTube Shorts, actually, as well. And Facebook. And Instagram. And TikTok. 11 errors each. 44 play the balls and 40 play the balls inside the opposition 20. That's a decent number, actually. That's decent. Both getting up the field. Both getting good chances. But yeah, can I just say thank you for stopping by? I've hit like 75 people for this one, which is more than I expected. A reminder, I will be doing a couple more streams this weekend. Let me just remind you real quick. So tomorrow night, I'm doing Saints vs Catalans. That's at 7:45 p.m. Sunday in the morning, I'm doing Bulldogs vs Tigers at 10:20. And then I'm doing Toulouse vs York at 7:45 p.m. I'm out at the Warrington vs Hull KR game because we're at home. Also, Warrington are away against Lee next week, but I'm out for I don't know if I can say exactly. I don't know if they're watching. So I don't know if I can say exactly, but I'm unavailable next week, so I can't stream Lee vs Warrington next week. So I just want to be careful what I say, because I don't want to ruin anything. But yeah, can't do that one next week. But yeah, Bulldogs Tigers Saturday morning, Toulouse and York Saturday afternoon 7:45 p.m. and then Sunday I'm doing Cass vs Leeds at 2:45, and then I might do the World Cup final stream at 7:50. Maybe if I can be arsed, I'll do it. But if not, that's not confirmed currently. We'll see. But yeah, they're my streams for the weekend. Follow me on all social medias, links in the description. Join the Fantasy League if you want to. There's somebody that's actually killing it in Fantasy and they joined late, so now they've rocketed to the top of the ladder. And for the next predictions video, go put your predictions in next week when I post it next Tuesday. But yeah, follow me on all socials, join the Fantasy League, all that good stuff. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your weekend if I don't see you. Toodle pip.